Hey besties, right now I'm in the country of Vietnam and I want to say a huge thank you to the sponsor of this video, Speakly. In this age of unlimited apps and courses, there's nothing more powerful than using a service specifically designed and tested for great user results. This is why I've partnered with a language learning application that was built on achieving exactly what learners want: to learn languages quickly and efficiently. Introducing Speakly. Based on in-depth research, Speakly's unique methodology helps you learn languages 5 times faster compared to what you're accustomed to, which means starting from zero to having solid speaking skills in around 3 to 4 months. This is only after 30 minutes of daily learning practice. Speakly offers everything you need to learn a language. You'll do exercises to increase your vocabulary and strengthen your speaking, writing, and listening comprehension skills. They'll even share music recommendations in the language that you're learning. With Speakly, your studies won't ever get boring or monotonous. The best part about it is that Speakly lets you choose how you want to study new vocabulary. So what are you waiting for? Speakly is available on web and Android and iOS mobile. Try it for free for 7 days and get a 60% discount if you join the annual subscription. Just click the link below to start learning cool languages today. Now, on to the show. How can you eat that? Oh my gosh.
Meatballs.
In this video, you're about to witness some of the most bizarre foods
Wow, my wife is gonna love this.
you'll find in Istanbul, Turkey. Already, we've seen the way people here adore succulent roasted meats on a massive scale. But now, it's not about size. It's about random body parts you didn't even know you could eat.
Direkt aphrodizyak.
Oh, I heard aphrodisiac.
And exotic minced meats served 100% raw.
Here we go.
So hold on to your butts, because this wild food tour starts right now.
One thing I've never had in almost any Muslim country I've gone to is raw meat. But here in Istanbul, in this restaurant behind me, there's a traditional meal that is most certainly raw. I'm gonna go to the kitchen now and check it out. Oh, we are in the kitchen right now with Kadir. How you doing? We're making our raw meat dish right now.
Cheat kofte, in English, it means raw meatballs, and it's been a part of Turkish cuisine for more than 3,000 years.
First of all, you start with this 100% raw beef, about 1.5 pounds of that, and then now he's gonna put in something called berber. Berber is like a cracked wheat, and actually, usually this dish is made only with the berber and no meat at all. Here we have some dry, dark chili flakes, loads of cumin, and then white pepper. He's gonna chuck a bunch of pepper paste in there. We have tomato paste, big cloves of garlic, onions, then some Roma tomatoes. Now he dumps out everything. Then he's slowly and methodically massaging his meat. It actually makes it look even more bloody somehow. Aha, mixing blade. We've reached the final consistency. He's very happy with it. So they just put in chili oil and sunflower oil, and now it is much more easy to manage by hand. Here we have some spring onions and parsley going in next. It's more or less a salad with a little bit of raw meat incorporated inside. Now he's testing the consistency again by hand, which is important because this is actually how you make the final product, is by squeezing it.
Oh, no, not yet.
He tried to feed my wife. D9, she said absolutely not. Sir, testicular, boom. So now we're in the restaurant kitchen instead of the prep kitchen. And he's gonna make a portion like you would see if you ordered it in a restaurant. So it starts with a base of lettuce, some lemon on the side, and then he goes right in for the meat. He grabs a big glob, and then he starts squeezing out portions and then shaping it with his fingertips. The fingertips are exactly what gives it its distinguished shape, and some parsley on top. And that is the final product. So let's talk about the price. The price here is about 80 lira, a little bit more than $4, which to me seems incredibly reasonable for raw meat. Wait, hold on. Maybe they're pulling one over on us. They don't have to cook the meat. So are we getting savings? Or are we getting scammed? I'll decide later. Now, what they do is they eat it Korean style. What looks like iceberg lettuce, potentially the worst lettuce in the world. Nothing against Turkey. I just have something against iceberg lettuce. Give it a little bit of lemon juice. That looks great. And I'm gonna take half a bite because that is a load of meat. I like it. It's so addictive. It doesn't feel overly heavy, even though it's basically all pure meat. The seasonings pop. You taste each seasoning separately. You taste a little bit of cumin, a little bit of pepper, tomato, chilies. They put the oil in there, so it's lubricated. So that is cheat kofte. On to the next food. Boom, I'm in the kitchen at a brand new restaurant. This is my man Ilgin. Sorry, I just had some Turkish coffee, and I think I might have a heart attack. The coffee is good.
Energy.
Energy, yeah.
Today, the chef has prepared a special, rarely eaten organ. I'm talking about the thymus. The thymus helps young animals fend off diseases, but after about 6 months, it'll slowly disappear. It's considered to be a delicacy, rich with nutrients and full of benefits. But first, an appetizer.
Take a look and try to guess. They're not in a ball shape right now, but these are balls. It's from a lamb, so they're like little baby balls. Oh, that sounds weird.
Meatballs.
Baby balls.
Baby balls.
He was gonna eat it raw. I was so scared because then I would have to. Okay, so right here we have sunflower oil and paprika. Pinch of salt. Next, the testicles are gonna be sliced, maybe to make them easier to get the flavors really inside of there. And then he's just really gonna get his hands all over those balls. Once you're done handling your balls, you can put them on the grill. These things are smoking up like crazy. A very fatty organ to begin with. That's why guys can never get down to 0% body fat. Not because of our brain, because of our balls. All right, so right now we're gonna make another dish. Right here, the sous chef is cutting these other testicles into about 4 thin slices. Some salt, boom. Look at these things shriveling up like they just jumped into a cold pool. Now each of the testicle pieces is nearly cooked through and they're just putting in some beautiful bubbling butter right now. The smell in this kitchen right now is amazing. The butter, the fat, the protein, all of it together. Chef's kiss. A little bit of paprika. While that's cooking, this clay pot will be its final home. It's getting super, super hot right here. Move the clay pot, wipe it out. Boom. All right, it goes in there without incident. This is one of the most beautiful testicle recipes I've ever seen in my life. Take a look at that. Boom. Okay, we have our meal right here. Testicles 2 ways, plus the thymus, plus this is unofficial national drink of Turkey. And I know what you're thinking. What? Alcohol? But isn't this a Muslim nation? That's what's so fun about Turkey. It has all the hospitality of a Muslim nation, but all the alcohol of a non-Muslim nation. It's fantastic. So, when you smell it, it kind of smells like black licorice. But I'm told if you mix it with water, oh geez, what? It turns white? Let's try it out. Oh, and it tastes very sweet, but I bet that would go perfectly to cleanse the palate after having some balls in your mouth. I'm really impressed with the preparation here overall. They'd already done all the hard work of skinning it and filleting it. Filleting. When I think filleting a testicle, it makes me wince a little bit. Smoky, a bit fatty, but not like pure fat. Like it's gotten a little more dense from cooking it. Not very strong flavors, just a little bit of salt and paprika. I like it. These are fantastic. I bet you could give this to people and they would have no idea they're balls. So this is the other dish. It's in this hot clay bowl. These balls soak up all of the butter. And so they're just completely saturated with buttery goodness on the inside. That is seriously delicious. The way the butter has seared the outside of the skin, giving it almost like a little bit of a crust, and then you bite into it, and it feels kind of meaty. It's not too fatty or jiggly, and it's just full of buttery flavor. If that's too intense or rich for you, you just cleanse your palate with this.
Now, back to the thymus. I'm heading back to the kitchen to see how it's prepared.
This is the thymus from a lamb. That's 7 different lambs accounted for right here. And do you want to tell us some facts about this?
Burada 7 kuzunun uykuluğu var. 7 tane kuzu. Direkt afrodizyaktır.
Oh, I heard aphrodisiac. Wow, aphrodisiac is helps
Yes.
with the manpower. Wow, my wife is gonna love this stuff. Or hate it. All right, so one by one, he starts to put them on the grill. It looks like a very straightforward method of cooking. He's gonna slice these open a little bit, I think, so they cook a little bit faster. For now, he's gonna give them a little bit of a flip. You can see already they have some color to them. He has marinated them with sunflower oil and a little bit of paprika, turning them a little bit orangey pink. So now these are all gonna get brushed with a little bit more oil and a little bit of salt. He said if I started business selling thymus in the USA, he wants it cut. That probably will not happen soon, I'm sorry. What's interesting is that recently I went to Paris, France, where they also serve thymus, but from a calf. And it is like kind of a luxury dish there. They put it on bread and they have a beef gravy and they really dress it up. And it costs like 30, 35 bucks. This right here, plenty of thymus action, about 5.5 bucks. That's a great deal on thymus. Wow, I didn't think I'd find something like this in Turkey. This is awesome. The outside is like a sausage casing. Like it's a bit leathery, and then the inside feels like a finely ground sausage filling. It has no funkiness whatsoever, very clean taste. I think people come here for the texture, and of course, for the male stamina. Anyways, this is one of my new favorite organs and something that's gonna be very hard to find in the future. I'm so excited about our next location right behind us where they're selling kokoreç. Turkey is a huge fan of rotating meat. It can be vertical, it can be horizontal, or it could be intestines. We're gonna go get a closer look right now.
Kokoreç is a dish consisting of lamb or goat intestines, wrapped around seasoned offals, including sweetbreads, heart, lungs, and kidneys. This perfectly wrapped work of art roasts slowly over charcoal, giving the intestines their signature crunch.
All these strands, these are not noodles, this is not fettuccine. This is all intestine. So one of the dishes we're gonna get today is this right here. It is a quarter loaf of bread that is stuffed with that minced intestine and organs. The first thing he does is he takes these big logs of organs, he chops them up, and then he minces them into little pieces and throws that onto the flat top. He gets the tomato, he cuts that up, throws that on the flat top too, and then that's gonna fry along with the rest of the meat. here. We've got the toasted bread, minced organs and intestines inside. So that is our meaty, fatty filling. Now that needs to get some spices. First, oregano, red chili flakes, a little bit of salt, and a hit of cumin. So now we're getting our main courses right here. First, I want just big fat slices of this log. That is gonna hit the flat top. In the center, that is like basically pure fat. So hopefully this helps it crisp up a little bit. All right, with our meat finish, it's going on the platter, and that looks like food. Hit it with some oregano, hit it with the red chili flakes. It's important to go about 3 feet above the platter. Salt and a little bit of cumin. Sir, thank you. Can't wait to try it out. Let's go for it. Boom, the most creative use of intestines I've seen maybe ever in my life. Before we even start, I wanna try this. This is fermented turnip and purple carrot juice. Sounds healthy. It's good. You could pickle yourself from the inside, I think, if you drank all of this. Our first course right here. That looks rich. To me, the outside looks awesome because it does look super crispy, brown, crunchy. The inside is heavy as heck. Let's find out. Oh, no way. It's delicious. It's not gamey at all. It's wonderfully crispy, chewy on the outside. Inside, yes, very rich, but just really nice flavors. I love this. This is like pure fat in the middle. And so that texture might bother some people because it does get real fatty. If that bothers you, I would say just eat some of this edge piece, cut out a little of the fat, but the fat mixed with the crunch, it's awesome. The oregano adds a lot of flavor. There's the salt. The guy added cumin for days, but it doesn't taste over cumin-y, if that is such a word. And then if you need to cleanse your palate after that, you can have a pickled chili. Why do I keep doing this? Look, if I like that, then I'm good. Because they put that log into this sandwich right here. This is the quarter loaf. You can kind of see right inside all those beautiful ingredients. This is the new drunk food. One of the best uses of intestines ever. And if it gets too rich, you can just take some pickle juice. Final thoughts. As soon as I tried this in its original unique form and I liked it, then I knew whatever they put it on would be good. You can get it on flatbread, you can get it just chopped on a plate, however you want. It is fantastic. I think there's something about the lamb. It's young, it's innocent. As soon as it hits like 3 months, they're like, well, I hope you had a good life. Chopping block. Bam. And here it is. And it tastes great. Boom, guys, that is the end of the video. I want to say a huge thank you to Culinary Backstreets at culinarybackstreets.com for making this happen. They are a food tour company. They're doing food tours here in Istanbul and around the world. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found all these awesome, interesting, and unique places here in this city. I always recommend doing a food tour. If you're short on time, if you want to get the most out of your time while you're traveling or on vacation, do a food tour and do it here with culinarybackstreets.com. That is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.
Welcome to the Best Ever merch store, where you can check out our brand new designs. Best Ever bandanas in black, white, and red. The Please Send Nudes hoodie, pillow soft fabric with a quality custom graphic inlay. And our street food around the world graphic tee. We're now shipping everywhere around the world. Just visit shopbesteverfood.com or click the link in the description below to get your new merch today. A peace.